Hello everyone, this is Allison Gross, and welcome back to Let's Play Ultima IX. When we were last here, we talked to this gypsy woman. Oh god, what did I just do? Oh. So I'm looking in a crystal ball and seeing the table, and oh look, but I'm not in the picture. Okay, and now it's looking over here. Yes, there's a moongate there, we know. We saw that last time. That's where I'm supposed to go. Awesome. So I don't know if I showed you this down here. This is my health bar. That's how much health I have, and this is my experience bar. That's how much I need to go up to the next level. And this is my weapon bar, which is nothing right now because somehow I de-equipped my weapon. Okay, we better re-equip that now. Oh shit, there's a problem here. Yeah, that's a big problem. Okay. There we go. So, Gypsy Lady in here told us to go over to that moongate that we saw in the crystal ball and take it to Britannia. Faster, Avatar, the land is burning.
Avatar, the Guardian must be aware that you are called. Fortunately, the Gazer is a magic creature.
Oh, the wolf is attacking.
And its powers will be greatly weakened by the lack of magic here on Earth.
Oh, now he's gonna attack us, isn't he? Oh, and he had money. Why is the wolf freaking carrying money? You had money there. Did you have money? You did not have money. Gazer. I think this is the saddest monster revision that they did in this entire thing. The Gazers used to just be like a central eye with eyes on stalks around it. And now they're like these weird disembodied floating eyes, and it's like a spider-scorpion hybrid with a toothy mouth, and it looks absolutely nothing like the Gazers looked like in other games. And I have no idea why they decided to change it to make it look like this. It is much less cool. Beware of the frightful creature that never blinks. The magical Gazer is never surprised, for its floating body is guarded by 6 eyes. Each eye carries in it a type of magic which the Gazer can project as desired. It is a singularly difficult foe, as one never knows the next form of attack. Yeah, we already had that. Although highly intelligent and capable of language, these creatures prefer their own company, and through violence seek to maintain it. I guess they don't like it if you try to make friends with them. Well, that's fine. We would just prefer to go about our way anyway. The origin of these magical creatures is unknown. It is believed that they reproduce without mates. Yes, and so do some lizards. Whoa. What does it say? Wildflower site. That's so pretty. So, as he pointed out, the Gazer was a magic creature, but it can't use magic on Earth, so we were lucky. Anyway, let us go through the moongate into Britannia now. Go on, Avatar, come on. Okay, there's a dragon. Just the sort of thing you'd find Stone Gate. Okay, so there's this really freaking bright light for some reason, and we're floating in the air in this new, really stupid looking outfit. And as I said, does not look like Stonegate at all, and oh my, he's confused, but then he always is. And oh dear, something's not good. Oh, that's a giant guardian head. That's looks like something's burning. And, oh, giant dragon. And, oh, look, you have no... That looks really wrong. And here's some dude up here. You know, you have a dragon, why are you... Oh, he doesn't have a sword, he doesn't have anything. He's screwed, and he looks really, like, maniacally happy. Seriously, why are you waving a sword around when you have a dragon? Yeah, that's how you do things when you have a dragon. Yeah, you are creepy, dude, but hey, you tried to kill the Avatar. Good for you. And then you just fly off to make sure that not making sure he's dead. That was really smart of you. And somebody's watching this in a mirror.
The
and
Avatar
you're
has arrived
obviously
in Britannia
evil
and has been easily
because of your
dispatched
voice
by my worm
and your
guard.
goatee.
Do not be so sure. The meddlesome champion of virtue is not so easily defeated.
And
Of
you're
course, my
obviously
lord,
evil in a
but I
different
ask
way.
you, where is he now? The Mirror of Darkness would reveal Lord British's lackey. If he
The
had lived...
Avatar has been teleported to a place hidden from the mirror's sight. Our virtuous paragon could only have been taken to Stonegate, and by one of great power.
Shall I reduce Stonegate to a cinder,
rub
my
my
lord?
chin.
No.
That's
I
stupid
want
of
the
you.
champion of Britannia to see what has become of the land and its people.
I have
want
burned
to
it.
feel his rage burn as he sees what
Like
I
I
have done to
burned the
Britannia.
land.
You are to keep the Avatar occupied while I complete my plan for
Yeah, you
Britannia's
look
conquest.
pissed, dude.
What remains is yours when I am finished. Now leave me.
Yes, my lord.
He's like, oh my god, this dude is an idiot. I am pissed. I am very pissed because I curled my lip like that.
Blackthorn.
Blackthorn? Blackthorn was not evil, though. He was...
Once I have finished with it.
You're much smaller than you used to be, dude. He was just corrupted by the Shadow Lords, and then he got banished to the Void, and... There's a stained glass window with all the virtues on it, and here's the Guardian holding up, I guess, the Avatar, but he's larger again. Okay, so as predicted, I don't think my recording... Oh, crap, I have nothing. So here we are in this stupid armor, and we're on a teleporter. So that was the Guardian talking to Blackthorn, and I don't know if any of you have seen this thing, this website called, like, Rules for Evil Overlords or something that goes on and on about how, like, things, if you want to take over the world, that you should not do. And one of them is that you should not, like, let the good guy leave and such.
The Guardian obviously knows you are here, Avatar.
That's nice.
You will not be safe here at Stonegate for long.
I will take...
Unlike on Earth, you are now vulnerable. There is also a chest of equipment in the corner of this room
That's
sent
nice, that's
for you
what I'm
by the
looking at. This is
gypsy.
a light spell? A bag! A bag! I love bags! Oh my god, do I love bags. And this is... I don't know what that is. Ooh, this is my weapon. A shepherd's crook, which is actually a really powerful weapon, but, and a lantern. I will take that lantern. Because, hey, lanterns are useful. And what do you have to say? Guidebook to potions. Black, temporary immunity. Blue, mana breath. Green, poison, be wary. I don't want that. Orange, mana boost. White, infernal armor. That's what we have. Yellow is healing. Red is cure poison. And purple is temporary invulnerability. That sounds kind of good. So, first of all, we are now at Stonegate. So, let us learn about Stonegate. What does our guidebook say about Stonegate? For years, Stonegate was avoided by the gentle and wise. Yes, why do we not continue to avoid it, please? High in the crags of the Serpent Spine, Stonegate was erected by the Shadow Lords. That's a healing potion. I'll be taking that. Thank you. As their fortress of evil, from this stronghold of the Shadow Lords bloomed an evil that drew to it many beasts and rogues until their banishment by the Avatar. Over time, evil in living and ethereal form continued to be drawn to the malevolent contained herein. So why the hell are we here? Some believe that the columns that have followed the shrines of virtue were summoned in a ritual cast from the parapet of this keep. In an act of mercy, the spirit of Hawkwind has purged the residue of evil and has claimed it to be a place of virtue. God, I hate Hawkwind. Now the parapets and courtyards of this stone castle offer protection to the forces of good that walk through the open gates, and some visitors have claimed to encounter the spirit himself. Well, let's get out of here then. It is writ that the spirit of Hawkwind shall serve the Avatar a final time. He never served us, more like he made us serve him. Damage on armor. When fighting, it is important to remember two things. Weapons will obviously do damage, but armor will also always absorb damage. You will only inflict damage if your weapon does more damage than your opponent's armor absorbs. Many beasts have natural armor, so you will need a strong weapon to damage the more powerful creatures. When the meters at the top of your screen, you see your weapons and armor rating, blah blah blah, the bar on the right. Oh, I guess that's my armor rating, not my experience bar. I don't know. Will show your comparative rating of your weapon compared to other weapons in Britannia. What the hell? Remember though that this is only a general rating. Different weapons will have different effects against various types of creatures. The bar on the left will show you your armor rating. This will give you a general idea of the effectiveness of your armor. There are, however, some magical armor pieces that may not absorb as much damage as the sturdier garb, but may have other important benefits. Each weapon has special attacks which will also give you different results against different creatures. Britannia boasts many skilled fighters who will be able to train you in these new techniques. Okay. That's awesome. Let's see if we have anything else over here that's useful. A treatise on the lore of the gargoyles by Norwick the Elder. Though gargoyles are considered to be mere legend, okay, no records exist documenting the origins of the gargoyle statues that adorn many castles. Even the towering stone guardians on the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom have many of the physical characteristics of legendary gargoyles. But they're in the freaking Tapestry of the Ages, which didn't exist before anyway, and, you know, we have records of them and everything. Nobody seems to know where they came from either, despite the lack of hard evidence. There have been a fair number of unconfirmed reports of sightings of live gargoyles. It is the opinion of this author that demons are a form of gargoyle. As many reliable encounters with demons have been documented in various scholarly works, perhaps this is the best source of further information on the subject of gargoyles. Okay, you're an idiot. Observations of Blackrock by William the Mage. He showed up in Ultima 6 and 7. So apparently he wrote this. The mysterious substance known as Blackrock is completely indestructible. Only by magical means can it be molded and shaped. Blackrock can be found in small quantities beneath the ground, sometimes near loads of iron ore or lead. Blackrock can be excavated by conventional means, but melting it down into a malleable substance is impossible except by magic. I found that a combination of electrical energy and magnetic energy has a profound effect on the substance. Together these properties cause Blackrock, wow this is long, to become permeable, that is, one can put one's hand through the substance as if it were water. Further studies reveal that Blackrock might work as a teleportation device if magical electrical energy, magnetic energy, and the correct alignment of heavenly bodies act together upon the substance. This theory still needs to be tested. The Blackrock transmuter I created out of an old wand does not work. It was meant to shoot electrical and magnetic charges into Blackrock, but all it does is make the substance explode. I must be careful not to let the transmuter get into the wrong hands. Pointing at a large quantity of black mac may produce a devastating explosion. I may quit for the day. The headaches have been plaguing me are getting worse. I am forgetting more and more. Very soon I am afraid I will forget how to cast simple spells. I believe something might have affected the magical ether, but I cannot be sure. Okay, so this is from way back in Ultima 7. We had to fix his black rock transmuter and everything. He was crazy until we fixed the ether. That was the first time we fixed the ether. Now this is a different time. What do you... Oh no, you're the same book. Does this book next to you say anything? Plant lore. Mistletoe is easiest to find in the spring. Cut the sprigs with your left hand for greatest effectiveness. Hibiscus leaves can be used to make a tea, which is excellent for sore throats. Never step on a dandelion, for it will anger any leprechaun who sees you do so. None of that information is actually useful. Do you have anything to say? What better way to pass the time? I don't want to sit here and read all of these books, so I will take this one with me, and we'll read it later. And you? Spells for the beginner. Okay, this one might actually be important. Yeah, and it's not that long either, so... Everyone wants to learn to cast spells. Not all spells are for the beginner, however. Some spells are simple and do not require any mana points to use, like Ignite, Douse, or Stone. But these spells, while handy, are not the ones that will really impress a date. Yeah, like the Avatar would ever have one of those. Most everyone in Britannia has already seen the Douse spell or the Gust spell. The real way to attract attention is to find the higher level spells. Once you've gained the spell and the mana to use it, you'll be casting lightning storms and summoning demons with the best of them, except that the ether is busted. The higher the level of the spell, the more mana it will consume, so be careful not to try too hard to impress people with your magical abilities. There are tales of a mage named Hertes, who was summoning reagents, then cast a charm spell to secure the attraction of a young lady, and was then promptly eaten by a nearby dragon because he had no mana left to fight back. His attempted tryst was unsuccessful, to say the least. Yes. Be sure that this doesn't happen to you, and watch your mana closely. Alright, so that was an excellent introduction to magic. So let's talk about the basics of magic here. A practical creed on magic. Some of the brightest minds expend their life energies probing the mysteries of magic. A rare few can claim mastery. For most, the study of magic is a detour on the path of life into a bramble of frustration or, alas, into a madness from which they do not escape. Why is everything in these books weird metaphors? If you follow this text to the word, you will suffer none of those fates. You will not suffer the frustration, for the lessons herein are simple and direct. You will not suffer the madness, for you will know not to ask the most dangerous question of all. Why? You will learn the ingredients and requirements of spellcasting and some limited understanding of elemental magic. At the conclusion, you will be offered a summary of sundry magic to be found in Britannia. You will know these spells and the nature of potions, scrolls, and the magic of the moongates. You will know these spells, and you will feel the flow of flawed ether in the world. This is like at least the second time the ether has gotten messed up. Yet of these things you shall not question. Your fate is to never know the why, as in like, why, oh why did they make this game? Spells. In the loosest form, magic spells are a harvesting and concentration of the energies of the ether through the person of the mage. Like a focal lens, he attracts these energies to himself and then expends them outward through the triumvirate of mental exercise, invocation, and placement of objects. These three elements are broken into complex swirl of untenable mathematics, alchemy, and structured language, the mastery of which consumes the better years of a mage's life. During your travels, you can acquire magic through scroll or spoken word. You can cast a spell from a scroll immediately at no cost. However, the energy of binding within the scroll is released, and the spell is therein lost. Should you desire to retain the scroll forever, you must inscribe it into your spellbook, with the ritual of binding, which cannot be performed for the spell until its circle of magic is open to you. So essentially it works exactly the same way that Dungeons and Dragons, or at least 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons, worked in terms of scrolls and spells and scribing them into your spellbook. As they pointed out that magic does exist. Oh crap, there's something attacking me. Better get my weapon out. That sound means that something is attacking, or something may attack me. Okay. Alright, so I want that item in there, damn it! Give it to me. Okay, I can just take it. That was our spell book, and this dude wants to talk to us again. So we will finish talking, we will talk about our spell book now. Spell books. A magician must have a spell book to assist in the preparation of each spell. Do not lose your spell book. Neither lose it or share it with another. For once you invoke the ritual of binding, the book is bound to your life force. In clearer ages, a mage used the ritual of binding to inscribe spells into his spellbook as he acquired them. Actually, we didn't have a spellbook until, like, Ultima IX or Ultima VII. But anyway, an inscribed spell was known to the mage forever. Thusly did he build his repertoire as a spellcaster. Through knack and training, a spellcaster acquired mana, or MP as we used to have, the creative energy of the ether from which the 8 circles of magic draw. Yet these circles have closed to all mages of virtue. To bind a spell of virtue, the circle to which it belongs must be opened. To your spellbook you can bind only the limited spells of linear magic. To cast a spell from a spellbook costs mana. Expending mana can be recovered by rest, ritual, or potion. A mage can improve his mana in the performance of righteous deeds. There exists a black form of mana which, though freely flowing, you shall not use. Just try and stop me. You are a mage of the righteous, indeed. Endeavor to do the virtuous deed, and your powers of magic will grow. The magic of this tome has been divided into 4 parts. Terse discourse on mana, your link to the ether, and on reagents. The binders of the most powerful forms comprise the 4 part of the book. A listing of the spoken words of magic begins your focused study of them. Thence come the linear spells. Although the light and safe casts of linear spells are of little risk, thus of small reward, they can be of some assistance during your travels. The 8 circles of magic follow in order of increasing power and difficulty of mastery. The circles, alas, are yet closed to magical inquiry. When the ether is not controlled, magic cannot be bound inside the circles. That Hawkwind, I really hate Hawkwind, has asked for the inclusion of the circles bursts hope in my heart that you may be the one to bring clarity in the ether and fill the mana that fills the mana of all mages. Should it be so, yours would be the name scribed across all of magic history hence. Well, we've already, like, we retrieved the codex, we cleared up the ether in Ultima VI, we killed all the evil wizards that were causing problems. I mean, shouldn't we already be a great hero at this point? We don't need to do it again. You can hit S to open your spellbook. Glossary reagents, moongates, linear circles. The only spells we can actually cast are the linear spells. And then later, as you can see, these are blank. When we get scrolls, we'll be able to bind these in. But we've been nattering on for a long time, and that cutscene took forever, so we should probably cut the video off here. So, see you all next time. Bye!